been a while, but Nancy gave me this beautiful picture. So my DIY project is to take this picture and use Mod Podge and transfer this picture into a canvas. It's going to be tough because usually I've been seeing those YouTube videos where they show you how to do the glossy photo paper into a canvas or a wooden, you know, plate. But this paper is thick. It's thick paper and I don't know if it's going to work. Another thing is that I'm going to have to trim this picture out to be 24 by 24 because that's the size of the canvas that I was able to find. So I'm really nervous because I don't know if it's going to turn out good or it's going to be horrible, but at least I'm trying. What I'm going to do first is paint all the sides of the canvas with black paint. So I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm using a ruler and my pencil to mark half an inch on each side, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the line, and from there that line will guide me on what to paint on the actual canvas. Now that I've done all my lines, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the black paint into this paper plate. Time for the second coat. So now I'm gonna focus on painting the top here. So you can see that the outlines are all black. I didn't do the back because I didn't think it was necessary, so I only did the outlines on the outside. So I ended up actually doing 3 coats on this yesterday, and so this is the product. And so I did 3 coats, and this is how it ended up looking like. 3 coats. And I let it air dry because I didn't want to blow dry it, so I just let it air dry. Anyway, so now the next step is step number 2, which is cutting down the size of my picture. So this is the picture that I'll be transferring into the canvas using Mod Podge. And so of course it is bigger than the 24 by 24 inch canvas, so as you can tell I will need to cut it down. So I've measured my canvas with the picture, so this is where I'm gonna start cutting. So wish me luck and start cutting down. So now what I'm gonna do is take off the canvas, put it on the side, and now my picture is cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you can see it moves perfectly. So for the most part, so I finally finished trimming my picture and it looks like this. Okay, So I took out the white borders and it looks like this. Canvas up here and see that it matches. So the picture still doesn't go onto the canvas because, as you can see, it overlaps. So can you tell that the picture is overlapping? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and begin cutting the picture again. So now that we have our piece cut and ready to go, we're gonna place this on the side and we're gonna move on to step number 3. What we're going to do is go ahead and make sure we cover the whole surface with Mod Podge. So let's go ahead and do it. Now that the canvas is covered with Mod Podge, I'm gonna go ahead and now transfer my picture onto the canvas. So you wanna go ahead and place the picture on the canvas. We're gonna be very careful with it. So now that the picture is on the canvas, I'm gonna go ahead and immediately start putting Mod Podge on top of the picture. So yes, you can let the bottom dry out, but I'm just gonna skip that step and just go ahead and start doing the first coat with Mod Podge. Now it is all covered with Mod Podge, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this to dry as long as it needs to before I start adding the next coat. I have a very sad update, y'all. So while I was letting it dry, I forgot a step, which was to push it down, you know? And so I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. I turned it over, which I should have just not have done it and left it alone. But my picture is ruined. All this hard work. Oh my gosh. How did this happen? As you can tell, the Mod Podge has dried a little. But the white spots that you see is all the color that I lost from this painting. So it's a very sad day, very sad moment for this picture because it was looking so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a second layer, but it's just very unfortunate, guys. It's just very unfortunate. I'm so mad, upset, because it was gonna be a beautiful picture and it was looking like it was gonna be a go, and now it's just ruined. Can't believe that happened. Anyways, deep breaths. Let's get this going and see what I end up doing with it. Well, here it is again. The second quote is done. RIP to the true homies right here, to the lost lives that just happened, and you know, RIP. So we'll see how this ends up going.
Just one hand.
And mixing it too.
That's a really good one.
Okay, let's see. Before and before. So this is what happens after you Crayola marker it. Let me see your hands. So Babe was hopeful that I was going to fix it. So this is the end product, I guess.
Not the end product.
The end product for today.
For today and for the next few
So a little close up. So the white spots are now markered in. And they look like beach stain. So here is the final look of the DIY project. As you saw just a few seconds ago, Tony and I decided to color the blank spots with marker. We did say that we were gonna buy some paint, but we haven't bought any yet. But we did decide to hang up the picture, and you can't really tell if it's far away. So for example, as you can tell, I'm moving back, and as I move back, you can't really tell from here. I was going to throw it away, but Tony told me not to. So there it is. Here's the final product. Ta-da! It's fun. So I'm probably gonna do some more sometime in the future, but yeah.